welcome to the St. Regis Kanai Riviera Maya. This is the beautiful port cochere where you pull in with your vehicle and then you come right along this amazing pathway here where you check in. This property literally just opened the end of February this year, brand new. We have all these beautiful orchids displayed everywhere that are replaced every 2 weeks, I'm told. It is just gorgeous. This place is an architectural masterpiece from the renderings that I have seen. And I have to say, being here in person, it has definitely exceeded, and staying here a few nights, it has definitely exceeded a lot of my expectations. This is just one of the most revered properties now in the area. This is my 12th St. Regis property and one of my first resort St. Regis's. The one I was just at most recently was the St. Regis Hong Kong. That one is a very city hotel, amazing hotel, but I'm excited to review this beautiful resort and let you know if you should consider coming here on your next visit to Mexico or the Cancun area. All right, here we are on the third floor at the St. Regis Kanai. This resort literally just opened the end of February. Now, I had originally applied a Suite Night Award and it actually got approved, but tonight they actually had to take it away because something happened with the original suite. So they're gonna give us the suite tomorrow, but tonight they gave us a standard room. But I really can't wait to show you the standard room because the standard rooms here are also just phenomenal. They start at about 50 square meters and we're on the third floor, which is the highest floor. I highly recommend a third floor room, but look at this incredible room. I have never been to a St. Regis that is kind of right on a beach or resort like this. It's so unique, but I am already blown away. Right away, we can see the beautiful detail with the back headboard. I love it. I love it when the headboard is designed into the bed and it's a whole art piece display where you lay. This is incredible that it goes all the way to the ceiling. This design is kind of representing a little bit of the first St. Regis in New York with John Jacob Astor, kind of his design style and things like that. So it ties in a lot of the history of the St. Regis brand. But I love this wood tones here. The beds look so plush and comfortable. This is 2 queen beds and you've got a wonderful, nice throw blanket on the ends here, which is premium. The one thing they are missing is the ottomans here in front of the beds. Usually at premium hotels, they have those. This one does not. It also does not have carpeting around the beds, which a lot of premium hotels have. It's all hardwood, but it's a very premium marble flooring. So keep that in mind. It does have a beautiful closet space as well as a massive bathroom and as well as a very nice outdoor patio area. So I'll cover those both real quick. I'll show you the patio area more tomorrow. It's very dark, so you can't really see it. But right away, we have a beautiful notes in the room with a little amenity waiting, just a little piece of chocolate. But it's the little things that go a long way. You wouldn't believe the luxury hotels I stay at, they don't even do anything in the room, not even a really cheap piece of chocolate. So just the fact that they had that waiting for us in the room, it just means so much and it's so high quality. They also escorted us to the room. Our butler escorted us to the room. They set up our bags. He showed us everything in the room. That right there is also what I look for, incredible. Over here we have the whole mini bar / drink area with an espresso machine, as well as down below here we have drinks for purchase. But it's just a really unique looking area, and these actually close here if you kind of want it to look a little bit more uniform with the room. So these will close and then you don't have to look at those items. Now, I will be honest, there is a big flat wall here. However, it doesn't take away from the luxury experience just because it's a very unique wall. It's a very polished, soft wall type. It's so smooth, but this art, and then you have the wood tones over there, TV, and then it goes right out here to the outside patio. So I'm not taking any points off for room. It still just feels so inspiring, so amazing. And you know I'm into lighting fixtures, so I have to say we got a couple. We got this one over here. I'm not sure why this one is not on. There we go. Very cool. I love that piece. I also love the ones by the bed, how they dangle down from the ceiling. These are just so sophisticated, so beautiful. They also have the really premium waters. This is a unique design I haven't seen before, but it's all glass in a wide bottle. So that is also very cool with some lavender pillow mist spray to help you sleep at night. So all very premium. We also have a little Bluetooth speaker back here as well as alarm clock. I've seen those at a lot of new luxury properties. Here's the balcony. I'll show you this more tomorrow, but it does have a little seating area, some nice lighting at nighttime. And we can kind of look out at the whole resort in the morning. On the third floor, you can actually see the ocean, which is why you want to be up higher at this property. On the lower floors, it's a little bit harder to see the ocean. But like the first floor, a lot of those rooms have the plunge pools. So it's kind of a give or take. Do you want your own private plunge pool, or do you want a higher floor with an amazing view? Now let's go back in, because this is probably one of my favorite bathrooms without a view. So the bathroom does not have a view, but it still is very premium and very luxurious for not having a view. We have this most unique centerpiece here. This is almost like a green type special stone in the middle with 2 mirrors hanging from the ceiling. It's so unique, and I guess you can kind of look out here at the ocean while you're getting ready. The toilet area is in there, and then over here we have a very big tub. So I guess you can be looking out the view while you're in here. It's just kind of at a distance. And then a huge oversized shower here with the rainfall shower, and then the really unique bath products that I've not seen at any other St. Regis hotel. They're actually a unique brand. These ones here. So actually I've never seen these before at any other St. Regis I've been to. This is my 12th St. Regis hotel. And here we have that really oversized tub. So you can be laying in the tub, I guess, looking out at the view. And then we do have the robes. Let's take a look here. It's a very thin robe for St. Regis. I kind of give it a medium. I don't completely approve it. It definitely could be softer, more thick, more comfortable, but at least it's in the room, but definitely could be a little bit softer. All right, I also just want to take a look at the slippers. They had these laid out here for us for the turn down service because we checked in late, it's dark. All right, this is great. They're the brand standard, the Frati slippers. They're very soft, very plush. These are the ones that are also required at all Ritz-Carlton properties, so definitely approve the slippers. Just extremely plush, a lot of padding, and they're very large size, very nice. And welcome to the beautiful Kanai region. This is just outside Cancun. I'd say about 30 to 40 minute drive. Now we did get a rental car with Hertz to drive over. However, you also can arrange for a shuttle pickup. Now this is the really cool arrival entrance on the way to this resort. There are a lot of different resort areas with different hotels along the way. So this one here specifically is the Kanai Resort, and it's actually home to about 3 properties right now and eventually a 4th. But the 2 I'm going to be reviewing are the 2 Marriott properties, which are the St. Regis and Edition. This video will be for the St. Regis in this area, and then next weekend will be the Edition also in this weekend. And that Edition property literally just opened, so I'm so excited to show you that review. Now, driving to the resort is just spectacular. When you show up, that was the St. Regis. Now this other side is the Edition. They're basically right next to each other, but it looks like you're pulling up onto like a spaceship. These beautiful buildings took 7 years to build, and they're out in the middle of the mangroves. So it's just gorgeous driving in at night or the day. Now this is pulling up to the St. Regis. It was an extremely amazing arrival, porte cochere. We were promptly greeted and escorted to the front desk to check in. When you first arrive, it is gorgeous. They have so many beautiful trees, water features, and they actually have the sound of the river a little bit closer as you get to the front desk. So it's kind of like you're following the sounds, looking for the river, and it's supposed to symbolize that you're now on vacation. It's time to relax. It's time to settle in. Now, this is going to check in. Now, it was disappointing the first night we got there because my first email I ever received from the property was basically, quote, "I am bothering you," and just that they could not honor the Sweet Night Award request the day of when it had already been approved. They did have the beautiful welcome drink at check-in, probably one of the best drinks I've had, the green drink. We finally made an agreement. They were going to be able to give us the suite the next day, but not the first night. So we were then taken by our butler, shown up to our room. This property does have the butler service. They will unpack your things, pack your things, bring you tea and coffee, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but I was overall disappointed with the butler service during our stay. Now, while service wasn't absolutely perfect, this resort otherwise was almost perfect in every way. The architectural design, the beautiful nightscape, the dayscape, the beautiful architecture, as well as the water features, the plants, the design, it just is awe. Like, you will come here and it truly is a place just to relax. Now, heading up to the room that first night, you can either do the stairs there or you can walk down this little hallway here and take up the elevator. The property has 3 distinguished buildings that are kind of all connected, so each one has its own kind of elevator area. So we were shown to the elevator to get up to our room, but all the other times it was just a little bit more convenient to take the stairs. The stairs were just beautiful how they lit up, but this was just the view from the elevator. You're literally looking out at the most beautiful building with the moon up there and the mangroves. Gorgeous. Now this is finally getting to the room, which I just gave the whole room tour, but I will be honest, the basic rooms here are fantastic. If I go back and I don't get upgraded to a suite, I will still be extremely happy. From the balconies to the bathrooms to the amenities to the wonderful comfortable beds. I even ordered room service that night. It was brought very promptly. Now the other requested items took over an hour to be delivered, so the service requests here definitely could be improved, but the view from the room is just spectacular. Now this was the butler service in the morning. We were woken up at 7 a.m. I'm not sure why. That was kind of a weird thing, but they finally brought the tea and coffee. But it kind of gets cold. I wish that they would bring it in a thermos. I've been to 12 St. Regis's and all the other ones always bring the hot water and the coffee in a thermos. Now this was the next day in the lobby. We did go back down to change rooms kind of in the afternoon, evening time. Our new suite was ready. They did escort us to the new room as well as take all our luggage from the old room and move it over, so that was fantastic service. Now this building that we're looking at here, this is the other building that our suite was in, also on the 3rd floor. I'm so excited to review that room now. And welcome to the Atlas Suite at the same level as the St. Regis Suite. This is our amazing walkway entering the suite. It is very spacious design. We have a little mirror out here, and it is this floor to ceiling dark wood. It provides an amazing kind of welcome tunnel. This is one of the rooms I originally was planning on receiving here at the St. Regis. Something happened last night. They couldn't give it to us because of a maintenance issue, but tonight we finally got the suite, and this is massive. This room is 105 square meters, which is almost about 1,400 square feet, but this is just one of the rooms. This place is huge. Now we do have this really big L-shaped couch over here. I will be honest, the couch doesn't look like that great for a brand new building, St. Regis. It doesn't look that expensive. The color makes it seem a little bit less, but it is really large, and we got the first TV over here that we can watch with some very beautiful chairs, and I just love this table, this design. It was also in our other standard room. I just love that. It's just really gorgeous. We also have this unique piece up here that we did not see in our other room. It's kind of like a cloth with kind of hanging down, but I love the lights on both sides there. But look at this view. This is also on the 3rd floor, so that means that this room does not have a plunge pool, but it does have a little bit of a better ocean view when you're on the 3rd floor or 2nd floor, because we can look all the way out here at the beautiful palm trees, the ocean. They also have a little couple books here, and then like the other room, they have this unique piece here that has some special wines on it, wine list. It's just kind of a unique piece that we have here. Otherwise, we have all the hardwood floor. We also have the wood down here. And I don't really like how this whole thing is flat up here. They definitely could have made it a little bit more sophisticated or put a really cool thing here. I feel like this space is just a little bit empty, but I do appreciate the indented ceilings here with that wood tones that go all the way around. Now we have our whole dining room area with these really cool lights. I love these lights here. This area though does seem a little bit dark even during the day. It could have definitely been a little bit brighter, but it does seat 4. So this is great if you're ordering room service or you go somewhere and get takeout to eat here in your beautiful suite looking out at the beautiful view. And then over here is where we have the Nespresso machine and then the mini bar that has all the items for purchase, as well as a fridge down here that has other drinks for purchase. All right, now as we wind around, it's a very unique layout. In here we actually have the bathroom. I love this beautiful orange glow around this mirror. That color just looks so beautiful with the lighting up there. It's a beautiful first bathroom with the beautiful marbled sink here, toilet, and a full door that completely closes. Now, as we kind of wind around here, we're gonna head into the closet area. Very big closet, plenty of spaces to hang everything. With the butler service here, they actually will complimentary press 2 shirts per person per day. So we had some of our shirts pressed. They just freshly delivered these to the room, so very nice. And here we have the safe, and then we have also just more storage areas. But even down below, you have all this unique lighting here and this beautiful marbling where you store your belongings, just very sophisticated. And again, we have another robe hanging up. It's the same one like the other room. It definitely could be softer, but still very luxurious item to have. Now here we are in the bathroom. This bathroom is the same layout as the other standard rooms. It's maybe a little bit bigger, but pretty much the same. We got the 2 sinks here with the beautiful marbling, and I love how these mirrors just hang from the ceiling like that. So sophisticated, so unique, such a beautiful area. Now the only difference here is while you're getting ready in here, you can't look out at the ocean because you're looking at that the storage area for your clothing and stuff. So that actually is one good thing about the standard rooms is you can actually, while you're in the bathroom, kind of look out and see the ocean view. Now back here, we have a tub the same size tub as the other room, as well as a beautiful shower, same everything. So this basically is all the same with those amazing bath products, rainfall shower, very luxurious feeling. And then we also have that little makeup station here where you can get ready with those outlets. So you can use the hair dryer or whatnot to kind of get ready over here. And then like all the rooms also have the second toilet right in there. Now, as we wind around, it has the double sliding doors here like the other rooms. So you do have complete privacy while you're in the bathroom. Now here we are heading around the corner into the master bedroom suite. Right away, we have this big, beautiful plush king-size bed with the most beautiful backdrop here that goes all the way to the ceiling, resembling kind of the design John Jacob Astor from the first St. Regis. That is just gorgeous with these most sophisticated lighting. This is one of the most unique bed design pieces to be laying in bed at this. And then the best part is you're literally looking out here at one of the best beach ocean views you've ever seen here, looking over the mangrove. We have the second TV here with that very sophisticated pole with no wires showing anywhere, and the TV does swivel, so that is a very unique feature. But you're literally in bed and you're looking out here at one of the best views at probably any resort. This is just spectacular. We've got all the palm trees, the mangroves, the ocean. It is like a tropical oasis in your beautiful, beautiful suite. This is spectacular. Another thing I want to note, like the other rooms, all the rooms here have the automatic curtains. You just press that and boom, they close on both sides. That's the shears, and you press that and then the blinds also can close, which is just spectacular. Now, I want to bring you around because we actually have one of the coolest other features in this room. The main thing about this room that's different than the St. Regis suite is that it has an outdoor bathtub. So this is a corner room on the third floor. The first floor suites, a lot of those have the plunge pools, but the ones on the third floor, they can't put a pool. So we have an incredible oversized tub, just like the one in the main bathroom, but you're literally here in the tub looking out here at this gorgeous, breathtaking view. We also have these two sun chairs here with a very thick padding. That is awesome. You just lay a towel down here and you can literally lay here very comfortably looking out at this view. Definitely one of the biggest balconies I have ever had, because we're literally on the end of this one building here, and I can now walk all the way over to the other side of the whole suite, and this whole thing is a balcony. We have another very oversized chair here to sit down upon, look out at the view. And then over here, we've got the two chairs and another outdoor table. So we have the inside table. We also have the outdoor table. So if you order like in-room dining, I would actually recommend eating right out here with this incredible view. The temperature is perfect. We've got little lanterns and our own little plants. I mean, this is just a spectacular suite. And then right around the corner here, I can just simply open this door and we can head right back in here to our beautiful suite in the other part of the room. Overall, I'm very impressed. They definitely made up for the flaw yesterday, not getting the suite for the first night like I had used the Suite Night Award, but they were nice to give it to us today instead. So I'm so thankful for that. And overall, impressive room, most beautiful views, and I absolutely love, love, love the design of the rooms. The whole property is just gorgeous. I can't wait to check out the rest of the amenities and show them to you. The St. Regis Kanai is a property that was designed to never disconnect you from the environment. That's why the lobby here is completely open and it's not completely enclosed. They have the sound of water and rivers and oceans throughout the property. Beautiful orchids that I've heard are replaced quite frequently to keep them looking great. They also have beautiful art sculptures and art pieces throughout the hotel. They really spared no expense here. It is just gorgeous. The hotel is just full of amazing moments, whether you're viewing it during the daytime or the nighttime when all the lanterns turn on and all the lights make it truly come to life. There's a lot of patterns at this hotel, and the architect actually created a metal structure in all the corridors instead of just flat walls, and it reflects the shape of a Mayan textiles. And exactly 2:30 p.m. you can see the shadow. It's beautiful on the floor, which is also the same pattern as in the rooms on the headboard. And at 5 p.m. you'll see the same pattern in the lobby, and at 5:30 p.m. the same pattern in the corridor by the spa. Absolutely magical. These are just a few of the property's many water features that truly create an ambiance of peace the whole time you stay. This is what the building looks like from an aerial view. As you can see those three separate buildings that are all connected. It's designed to represent like a star constellation, because in the area it's one of the best places in the world to actually view the night stars. The designer Tatiana Shavilova wants guests to immerse themselves in the local natural setting of the mangroves, beaches, and cenotes of the region. She wanted to design something that creates memories for guests, not just something beautiful. Now, driving in, this was the 3-mile stretch where you're literally going through all the mangroves. absolutely beautiful. It's really secluded, isolated to give you a sense of escape. Now this is one of the 3 buildings. As you can see, the floors on the first level have the plunge pools while the other 2 don't. However, the second and third floor do offer a little bit better views of the ocean, but either way you really cannot go wrong. The property is located in the Riviera Maya, which is a stretch of mangroves, forests, and beaches along the Yucatan Peninsula in southeast Mexico. Now this is one of the restaurants called Riviera. They have fresh seafood and other dishes prepared from local ingredients. It is located right by the pool, so you can either dine in or you can order from the pool and it'll be delivered to you. Now I do highly recommend eating here in the evening. We didn't have time to, but it looked absolutely beautiful with all the lanterns, the lighting, the wood tones. It looked like a beautiful setting, kind of looking out at the pools for dinner. Now here we are heading out to all the pools. This is still one of my favorite resorts in the world when it comes to the pools. They have several to choose from. I think at least 3. This one I'm showing you now, the whole thing is actually hot. It's like a giant hot tub. It's not like over the top hot, but it is very warm and relaxing. So a lot of people would just hang out here, and you can pretty much go in at any time of the day as long as they're not doing maintenance. It was gorgeous. Now walking down, they have a separate pool that is not heated, but it's also very spacious, and just look at that view from the second pool. They also have these really cool chairs that you can lay in, but you can just spend basically like a whole day just laying out by the pool, by the beach, taking in the moment. It is so relaxing, so nice, and there's plenty of space for all the guests. They also have cabanas like this that you can rent out for an additional fee that looked gorgeous. The property does have a children's club. It kind of has a little water feature, and then it has a whole inside area with toys and games. I think they'll be able to watch your children. Now this is leaving the kind of main pool areas and walking down towards the beach. The beach has a ton of seating areas. They have some hammocks, they have kind of showering stations, and they have plenty of space for everyone. It didn't feel crowded. They have these beautiful shade things up. They have more hammocks, and then you can walk on out to the beach where a guide will sit you down at whatever chairs, and you can kind of look out at the ocean. But it's beautiful with the palm trees. Now this is a man-made beach. This beach never used to be here. They had to bring in all the sand, and then they had to put barriers out in the water to kind of keep too much tide from coming in. So it's just a masterpiece how they designed this. The other amazing thing as well is they actually do pick up the seaweed on a regular basis, which is fantastic. I think every luxury resort should pick up the seaweed. I think it's a must at luxury hotels. While it was a beautiful setting, not a lot of people were actually in the water. Most people were just kind of looking at it. It was nice, but it wasn't like the crystal turquoise blue that you see at a lot of other places. There were some parts that had some rocks in there, so it wasn't as soft once you got into the water, but most people just kind of sat in their lounge chairs kind of looking out at the water. Now this is over past the beach. It's the other pool with the St. Regis. It's a little bit more private, but also open to all guests. You can sit here. They also have beautiful ocean views, and they also have a little place there where you can also order food just to kind of relax and eat while you're looking out at the view. Now from the lobby area, you can walk down this one way, and they also have a library. I'm not sure why they built this. It's just a whole extra wow factor at this property. But inside, they actually have a beautiful, relaxing area, and I think it's a quiet space. It was very quiet in there, but it was just gorgeous. It's another place to just relax. They also, I think you can order coffee in there, and then they had like a lot of books on display. I'm not sure if you could read all of those or what, but it was just kind of a nice setting. And then outside from there, you can actually look out. They had another nice seating area with a great view. Now across the way was the gift shop with a lot of beautiful items for purchase. I didn't have time to go in there, but you can also do some shopping while you're on your vacation. They also have a little deli area with some drinks, it looks like, for purchase, and some other little treats. So they do have a lot of options on property. Now this is heading into the spa area. You keep walking down and you can see that wood paneling continues on the wall there. But the spa looks fantastic. This was the lobby reception area, and then they actually did give us a tour. They have a little shop inside the reception area, and then from there you can actually go into the locker rooms. This is the men's locker room. It was gorgeous. They have this beautiful marble kind of seat. The lockers, everything looked so new, so fresh, amazing. You get a locker. Now, this is all extra, so you don't get to access anything in the spa unless you pay a fee. I believe it's over $100 for a day pass per guest if you just want to access this sauna, cold plunge pool out here, and steam room. I think it could be even over $150. It was quite expensive. I honestly wish this hotel would include the steam room and sauna for free to all guests, because the guests staying here are already paying a lot of money, and a lot of other St. Regis properties I've been to, it is included. So that is kind of disappointing, but they did look very nice, the sauna, steam room. No one was really using it while we were there, so I think in the future they definitely definitely could open it up to just all guests, and I think people would just get a better experience than having to pay so much money to use the services. Now, they also had some beautiful chlorophyll juice outside. Now, the setting here, it was nice, but I will be honest, it was not as nice as the Edition Hotel, which I'll be reviewing next weekend, which is next door. That spa, I think, in my opinion, definitely is the winner. It overall was just a lot more beautiful. But now that was the relaxation room. And then this is a whole nother area with another spa pool only for spa guests. So this also then has another pool down here farther, but it doesn't have a view. It's completely surrounded. So it's just kind of a place to relax like after a treatment. Now, this is what the treatment rooms look like. They were just kind of small. They were fine though. They seemed a little luxurious. And then right there behind that curtain, there's a whole shower and a kind of a little deck right there with the treatment room. Now, this is heading into the fitness center. I was impressed with the fitness center. They had wonderful equipment. It was very spacious. I loved the wood flooring. I loved the lighting in the ceiling. It felt modern, and it had a great view kind of looking out into the mangroves. Now, no one was using this. Me and my friend, we actually just went for a run outside the hotel through the mangroves. So if it's good weather, which it usually is, I recommend just running outside. But otherwise, if you're doing weights or things like that, great spot. Now, this is heading to the St. Regis bar. The St. Regis bar is up these stairs. We checked it out at night. We didn't eat here, but it looks beautiful. It also has great views. And then they also have the main restaurant, which is where they serve breakfast at Chaya. This property has beautiful breakfast buffet in one of the best, most magical settings I've ever seen. You're listening to the flowing water while you're eating breakfast. I recommend sitting outside. It was such a great experience. Now, this is what the continental breakfast looks like. They limit you to just 2 pastries, unlimited juice, coffee. You also get some fruit. This is very disappointing for elite members, and if you look online, you'll see a lot of negative reviews. Our elite members saying that they're disappointed that the full breakfast buffet is not included. At all the other St. Regis's I've been to, except the one in Aspen, it's always been the full breakfast buffet included for 2 people per room. Here, it's only continental, so the upgrade charge is an extra $27 per person. So that's an extra over $50 if for 2 people just to eat the full buffet, which is kind of disappointing, but I do recommend it. It wasn't the biggest buffet I've seen, but they had really unique items from Mexico, like sometimes taquitos, or they will make you like fresh little quesadillas. Inside they had an omelet station, but the ambiance was just gorgeous, and I definitely needed some sustenance after my run, so I just went for the full buffet, and it was well worth it. I mean, I don't want to pay that extra $27, and I hope that they change that policy, but overall, I'm glad that I did it. Now, this is just some of the pastries as I'm kind of going by. They have literally some of the best fresh homemade pastries, and then this is all the fruits. They even had persimmons, which is one of my favorite fruits, and then they had all the chia yogurt, pudding, then just some other like cold meat products. But overall, the setting was gorgeous. We got a seat right at the edge there looking out at the water. Still to this day, one of my best breakfast buffets of my life. Now, this is kind of the outside area. Now, to go inside to the main buffet, you do have to go through this heavy door every time, unless, of course, you're sitting inside here. But inside, you don't get to hear the sound of the running water, so that's why I personally recommend sitting outside. But inside is still nice, and you're a little bit closer to the main buffet in there. Now, this is going to the Toro restaurant. It is located way out past you're kind of viewing it from your rooms. It's kind of way out there, but it's Latin American food. Now, we did not go when it was open. I went when it was just kind of midday, just to kind of get some videos of it. But it looks like a beautiful area. I wish it had a little bit like ocean views or things like that, but it really is surrounded by the mangroves. But it's a great place to do dinner without having to leave the resort, and it's just another great option to consider if you're coming to stay here. Now, after sunset, this is truly also one of the most spectacular hotels when it comes to lighting and ambiance. Every pool is lit up. They have lanterns everywhere. The beaches, palm trees are all lit up. It is just gorgeous. They have lanterns in every room's balcony as well as just throughout the lobby. This is heading to the conference areas and meeting spaces. They do have several meeting rooms and kind of for some conferences. This is like the gathering area outside, but just absolutely gorgeous and spectacular. These were some guests eating at Chaya for dinner right there by that beautiful water feature. And then this is those meeting rooms I was talking about. It looks like a beautiful space, and from inside there you have the beautiful view of that courtyard area with that beautiful surroundings. All right, now for the review of the St. Regis Kanai. So should you stay here? First, I'm going to start with the room, 5 out of 5. We had both the standard room, which I did a review of, as well as the suite. So we got to experience both. and both of the rooms are fantastic. 5 out of 5. Now I will be honest, the suite definitely had a lot of bare walls. Not as sophisticated as like the St. Regis Hong Kong suite where every wall was filled in with something or a bookshelf. Here the walls are very plain in this suite, but the views more than make up for it, as well as the really cool bathroom wood paneling and the where you store your clothes. So still very nice room overall. So I'm not taking off any points there. Next up, inspiration, definitely 5 out of 5. The architecture of this building alone is some of the most advanced and unique architecture in the whole world at any resort. It is spectacular, including the night view is just as amazing as the day view with all the water features. It's incredible, even the room design, high ceilings, everyone has a terrace, and then some even have plunge pools. The inspiration just blows you away. Next up is gonna be service. Service, I'm very sad to say, do have to take off a full point. So we're gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Normally at a brand new resort like this, they just opened in March. At a St. Regis especially, I was coming in ready to give it a perfect 5 out of 5 on service. But I made some notes here because I wanna explain specifically why I'm taking off that full point. The first thing is, the first email I ever received from this property was actually the morning of arrival. And they mentioned that they were taking away our Suite Night Award upgrade that I had applied, and it was confirmed 5 days before we got here. All it said was, we're not able to honor that. I think you're still gonna have a good time. I'm sorry to bother you. And right away, like that's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? So luckily when we checked in, they were able to at least give us the suite for the second night. So that made up for it. So I'm very happy about that. But that first email just wasn't that great. Also, I've been to 12 St. Regis's. This is the first one where tea service is not 24/7. They actually do not provide complimentary tea after 11 a.m. It's only 6:30 to 11 a.m. After that, they will charge you through room service if you want tea, which is very shocking. I believe you can still get coffee 24 hours, but usually at every St. Regis around the world, you get free coffee, free tea at all hours of the day from the butler service. So that was very shocking. As well as we requested a few items to the room and the delivery times were very slow, one time even taking over an hour to receive the items. So at a resort like this, that should never be the case, especially for the extremely high price point and being one of the newest hotels in the area. Also for elite members, they only provide continental breakfast if you're platinum and higher. Almost every other property except the St. Regis Aspen gives you the full free breakfast for 2 people every morning. Here it's an extra $27 per person fee if you want to upgrade for the buffet. So if you're platinum and higher, you get 2 free continental breakfasts and an extra $27 each if you want the full buffet, including eggs and things like that. Otherwise, it's just pastries, fruit, juice. So very interesting there. And then as well as the first morning we were woken up at 7 a.m. They said they do that to all guests, I guess, but then later we were told they don't, so we didn't get that this morning. So I'm not sure if they just wake people up or I'm not sure at what time. And then as well as this morning with the butler, you actually message on your phone through WhatsApp to request things. So we had requested the 8:15 a.m. Morning tea and coffee, 3 teas, 3 coffees. An hour later at 9:15, nothing had still arrived when they confirmed last night that it would. So we messaged them and they finally sent the teas, but they didn't bring the coffees and the water was cold. They don't like have a pot or anything to keep the water hot. So just definitely some service improvements can be made. These things are very fixable very easily, and I hope next time I come back I can give it a perfect 5 out of 5 on service. They just have a few areas, but I want to say all the staff were very friendly. The positives, when you pull in with your vehicle, right away staff open your doors, escort you to the front desk. We had our butler escort us to the room. So still very good service. It's just for St. Regis being such high quality, there were many improvements that can still be made that just kind of dampened it a little bit. Finally, value, would I return? Definitely 5 out of 5. You cannot beat this view. The resort, the beach was fantastic. I can't wait to come back. And if you do choose to stay at this property, just know you will have a great time. While service is not as perfect as other St. Regis's, it's still just a beautiful resort, and I think overall you will really enjoy it. Now for the pricing, the rooms here start at about $800, give or take per night. They might be going up a little bit. And points redemption is gonna be at least 102 to even I've seen up to 135,000 points per night. So it definitely is a lot of points. It's also a lot of cash. So for a stay like this, if you have the points, I'd recommend using them just because the price point here is so expensive. If you have a Suite Night Award, if you're platinum and higher, I recommend applying it. Normally they always honor those. There just, I think, was a maintenance issue with the original suite thing, why we didn't get it the first night. But if you have those awards, apply those. Otherwise, it's just based on availability to get that complimentary upgrade. But I think you'll enjoy it. Stick around. We've got another amazing property, the Addition, right next door here in Kanai, and I can't wait to show it to you.